Pasir Gudang Municipal Council MPPG conducted an emergency drill on Tuesday in case of another Sungai Kim Kim incident.
Illegally disposed the substances under a bridge in Taman Kota Masai on March 7th.
A total of 2,775 people were hospitalized following a serious toxic leak at Sungai Kim Kim. 3,000 people being hospitalized 4 months ago.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Husna Binti Ahmad. I am from Group 8 and our group will present a case study about chemical waste dumping. So one of the most famous and recent case that happened in Malaysia was Sungai Kim Kim pollution in Pasir Gudang, Johor. It occurred on early March 2019, which affected more than 2,000 people and believed to have been caused by toxic waste dumped by a company named PTEC. Okay, now I will share the chronology of the case. On 6 March 2019, the chemical were dumped in the river. And the incident started to get attention by the media on 7 March 2019 after several students and canteen workers from SMK Pasir Puteh and SK Taman Pasir Puteh began to fall ill and experience dizziness, vomiting and breathing difficulties. Both schools were ordered to shut down while investigations were being carried out by the state health authorities over the cause. On the next day, 8 March 2019, Department of Environment identified marine oil containing methane and benzene as the cause of the pollution. On 9 March 2019, number of victims increased to 79 and keep increasing day by day. The second wave of air poisoning took effect on 11 March 2019 with further 106 victims hospitalized. 3 men, including 2 factory owners, were detained as the main suspects for illegal waste dumping. And the next wave was bigger. It occurred on 13 March 2019 with 260 victims before escalating into more than 1,000 victims. All 111 schools in the Pasir Gudang district were ordered closed. And on 14 March 2019, more than 2,000 people were given medical treatment with 7 victims in ICU. 92 kindergartens and nurseries in the affected area were also ordered closed.
The two main effects from the incident of Sungai Kim Kim pollution are water pollution and air pollution. Firstly, air pollution. After the chemicals were dumped into the Sungai Kim Kim, it produces toxic fumes, and the toxic fumes were spreaded in the air with the aid of strong wind and hot weather. And because of this, it makes more people sick. The total of 6,000 victims and 2,775 victims were hospitalized. From the 6,000 victims, most of them were school students, and this results to the closure of 110 schools located near the Sungai Kim Kim. At first, several students and canteen workers from 2 schools began to fall ill and having breathing difficulties. And because of that, the school was ordered to shut down and the victims were sent to Sultan Ismail Hospital. Some of the victims were admitted into the hospital and even sent to emergency and ICU, intensive care unit. And also some of the victims experienced vomiting. Even after 3 months of the pollution firstly discovered, the victims, or mostly students, experienced nausea, vomiting, dizziness, and this has caused to the schools which located near the Sungai Kim Kim to be closed temporarily.
The effect of the event does not end there. This unfortunate event caused further damage months after the pollution was first discovered. On June 2019, New Straits Times reported that a number of students in Pasir Gudang began complaining about having nausea and dizziness and also experienced vomiting on Thursday, 20th of June. This eventually led to the temporary closure of the school in that area. The authorities later confirmed it as the third wave of air poisoning resulted from the river pollution. The pollution was not fully cleared and the substances began to spread through wind and rain throughout the Pasir Gudang area. The pollution of Kim Kim River eventually affected two other rivers, which is Daing and Kapuk River. Kampung Perigi Aceh, a local village that located in the meeting point of the three rivers, was affected the most by the pollution. On August 2019, Berita Harian Online interviewed the chief of the village, and they found out that the residents of Kampung Perigi Aceh have complained that the water in both rivers have turned black and oily with an unbearable foul stench, which were believed spreading from the chemical pollution of Kim Kim River. The condition of the river was increasingly critical since April 2019. This situation also the cause of local fishermen to lose their source of income. This is because aquatic life such as fish, prawn and crab are nowhere to be found in the river after the incident.
Margas was charged under Section 34B, Clause 1, Clause A of the Environmental Quality Act 1974, punishable under Section 34, Clause B, Clause 4 of the same Act, which carries a maximum jail term of 5 years and a fine of 500,000 ringgit Malaysia, while Wang, Yap and Sim were charged under Section 34B, Clause 1, Clause A of the Environmental Quality Act 1974, punishable under Section 34, Clause B, Clause 3 of the same Act, and read together with Section 42 of the same Act, which also carries a maximum jail term of 5 years and a fine of 500,000 ringgit Malaysia. The three directors were also slapped with 15 charges each under Rule 3, Clause 1 of the Environment Quality Regulations, Scheduled Waste 2005, and Environmental Quality Regulations, Clean Air 2014.
I am Norhanis Sakinah Binti Halim 117081, and I will explain about one of the methods to prevent water pollution. The method is liquid extraction. Liquid extraction is an extraction method that can be used to separate mixture of compounds between two immiscible phases. The two immiscible phases are aqueous solvent and organic solvent. Liquid extraction can be used to treat wastewater from the factory. I'll show you how it works. This is liquid extraction setup in a laboratory where we use separatory funnel. The wastewater is the aqueous solvent and we will use organic solvent. Wastewater from a paint factory contains toluene and ethylbenzene, where these two are harmful liquid upon inhalation. Since toluene and ethylbenzene are organic solvent, when these solutions are mixed, both of the toluene and the ethylbenzene will transfer to the organic solvent. Then, the aqueous solvent, which is the wastewater, will be drained out of the separatory funnel, and the organic solvent with the toluene and ethylbenzene will remain. This method will ensure cleaner water from factory to be supplied to the river. So that is how liquid extraction can be used to prevent harmful liquids from entering the river and prevent water pollution. That's all from me. Thank you.
Adsorption is wastewater purification technique for removing a wide range of compounds from industrial wastewater. So, what are the examples of these compounds? The examples are benzene, toluene, hydrogen chloride, xylene, and methane. The sources of this pollutant mainly come from sewage and wastewater, urbanization and deforestation, agriculture, industries, marine dumping, and last but not least, radioactive waste. These pollutants may give a huge impact towards the environment as it will truly harm biodiversity and aquatic ecosystems. These toxic chemicals can change the color of water and increase the amount of minerals, also known as eutrophication, which has a bad impact on life in water. It also gives a very negative effects on public health. A lot of diseases result from drinking or being in contact with contaminated water.
What are the advantages? The first one is adaptability of configuration. The second one is sensitivity to harmful configurations. And the last one is high metal restricting limits. What are the disadvantages? The first one is absorbent require recovery, and the second one is low selectivity.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Syamim Safirah Binti Sukairi, number matric 1172347. So the next method is by using evaporation process. Many methods have been removed the contamination from the water, but evaporation is a process which removing water from the contaminants. Evaporation process is driven by heat. When a solution is being heated, the solution will be evaporated. The vapor is condensed for reuse. Evaporation process is effective to remove heavy metals, recover useful byproducts, removing salts, and removing various of toxic substances. For instance, toxic substances that being dumped in the Kim River. Mechanical evaporation is an energy-intensive way to concentrate liquid. It uses evaporators to impart energy to the solution. Some common type of evaporators are vertical tube falling film, forced circulation, and combined and hybrid system. So that's all for me. Thank you.